Oh no, dude, I don't. Oh no, dude, I don't. Sorry to make you do all that. All right, wait, James, are we on Twitch also right now? Edition of EIF Superstardom. Happy April and happy Easter to you and all of your families and those who celebrated, those who don't, well, whatever. April Fool's Day, and hopefully you celebrate that. But there is no joke here. We are doing EIF Superstardom today. EIF owner Carney with you again as always. And I'm going to go ahead and remake this match that we previously had set up for you and previously billed last week as one of the matches you would be seeing on this episode of Superstardom. That includes Jumper v Magnum going one-on-one against James Arkoffel. We certainly hope that connection will be on our side for this Easter Sunday. I'm going to make it as just a triple threat with me as the only spectator. Jumper, of course, hailing from Australia. Perhaps a little bit too much eggnog on Easter. And that's kind of fucked up, right? Because that's a Christmas drink, and usually we do egg hunts. But, you know, you're breaking eggs to make that eggnog. You piece of... All right, anyway, match is up. This is for James and Jumper only. And as those two load in, let's kind of give you the premise and the preface of sort of the dialogue and the narrative going forward here in EIF, because it has been 8 days since EIF WrestleMania 11. Feels like we can't stop talking about it, right? I mean, what an event that was. And now superstars seeking and looking for their vengeance. And vengeance can mean a whole lot of different things. A lot of people are thinking that maybe it's just that vengeance means simply getting payback for a WrestleMania loss. Well, it's not just that. Sometimes it's the vengeance of the concept of where you are in this league. It's about getting vengeance for yourself, and it's about getting vengeance for the opportunities. And now you want to show, you want to get payback almost, at the people that were put ahead of you and put in front of you in the line towards the championship opportunities. And right now, this match set to happen. We certainly hope connection is on our side, featuring Jumper Magnum and James Arkoffel, because these two superstars are looking for just that. They want vengeance. They want opportunities. They want to be considered main event players here on Superstardom. Things have not gone well for them as recently as last week. Both superstars were green-barred in one-on-one matchups on Superstardom a week ago. By the way, Jolton, I wish I could say happy Easter to you, but he's not going to make it today. He says he's at the hospital getting surgery. So two things. One, best of luck to you, man. I hope whatever's going on, I hope you're okay. Two, damn, man, watching at the hospital, that's EIF dedication. Unfortunately, and we certainly hope this isn't going to be the case, I hope you're not going to be watching a very shitty show. Right now, it looks like we are attempting to restore the connection again. Okay, this time it said, for me, that James is left and Jumper's left. Oh, God. Don't tell me this is going to happen. That's fine. All right, yeah, you might want to try without a custom attire. How about this, James, and I'm sorry, Jumper, let's try you and James as a second match. I just want to make sure everything's okay on my end. I certainly hope it is, because I am at college, but half our campus is here. I mean, we're not, so many people are home for the holidays. So anyway, let's go ahead and try another match real quick. And you know what? Let's see here. What do we want to do? How about we do El Jefe? Are you good to do a match right now or no? Okay, great. Okay, let's Nope. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and do Big Steph versus Tyron Hunt in a non-title match. Tyron Hunt wants to get U.S. title consideration, and he had an opportunity a couple of weeks ago, or actually last week, excuse me. Did not work well for him, and of course that came the night after WrestleMania, where he falled in the Velocity Championship match, and that, of course, came the night after he was inducted into the EIF Hall of Fame. So it was a very eventful weekend for Tyron Hunt, and now on Easter weekend, let's see if he can bounce back. This would be a great opportunity for him. Again, it is non-title, and we're going to certainly hope that it works. So fingers crossed here, folks, that Easter Sunday goes well for us. And if worst case scenario, I can always reset my connection if need be, and then we can push the show back. So, all right, the match is up. So Tyron Hunt and Big Steph are already in. Davon, if you just want to switch me spots, that way I can be outside the ring to start. Great. And James, if you want to hop in here and try and spectate, and we'll try our luck with this one. But as I mentioned, folks, WrestleMania in the rearview mirror now, sort of weird because of all the hype and all the anticipation put in. But we do have EIF's 12th annual Vengeance coming up 2 weeks from today. That's right, we're going back to Sunday pay-per-views. I wish I could just tell you guys that we're all Saturday all the time like we were for a decade plus. It's just been kind of me falling on hard times right now in terms of scheduling, but we did get the date out well in advance, so it sounds like everybody's okay with that. We already have 5 matches booked, so looks like we might only be down to 1 match left. There is not a scheduled pre-show for this pay-per-view event. Vengeance still carrying some historic weight, though, because that is the original EIF pay-per-view, the very first pay-per-view event EIF did back in May of 2007, nearly 11 years ago to date. This one coming in April, though, so a little earlier, and we have both World Championships on the line there, plus the U.S. champion Big Steph. He's going to be putting his title on the line. IC and Velocity are going to be off from Vengeance in terms of defending. Perhaps Assassins or Young Death Row end up finding their way on the card in a non-defending capacity. However, Young Death Row may not be the champion by then. Same could be said for Assassins, because Young Death Row tonight is going to be defending on Easter Sunday his Velocity Championship for the first time since winning it at WrestleMania 11, and it's against the former champion Convicted. Fortunately, we have a non-title match and it connected, so here we go. We've got U.S. champion Big Steph, and we have Tyron Hunt. Ding, ding, ding! And with that, Easter Sunday underway, and it starts with a dropkick that's muted. Tyron Hunt facing off with Big Steph. El Jefe mid-moves him. And 2 weeks from today at EIF's 12th annual Vengeance, Big Steph will defend his United States Championship against Jolton. Jolton with Daniel Bryan now after swapping out Chris Jericho. So it's D-Bry versus TJP. That sounds like a very exciting matchup. Still awaiting that stipulation choice for Jolton. And Big Steph now going on a month as EIF U.S. champion. Big Steph scooped and slammed out by Tyron Hunt, the EIF Hall of Famer, who's involved in that triple threat with Tyron Hunt, or with Jolton and Big Steph a week ago. He took the pinfall in that decision, but now he gets a one-on-one non-title opportunity. This is great for Tyron Hunt because he can prove himself here. Big Steph, though, trying to showcase why he is the U.S. champion. And there's already been some haters on Big Steph. It's been an interesting turn of events for a guy who everybody said, you know, was such a feel-good story for El Jefe when he won that title. People know he's been in this league now for about 4 years, winning his first major championship in EIF, being the U.S. And then people were quick to disregard it after the WrestleMania Hardcore Hell. That was simply hell, with he Headshot and Jolton voted easily as the worst match of the night. The only bad match on the 26-match card at WrestleMania, which is saying something. But Big Steph can have some entertaining performances. He has before. Maybe he has one in store tonight. A big super kick connecting to Tyron Hunt. That'll rock the jaw of a man who has held the U.S. title a couple of times in his career. Tyron Hunt has ended some pretty historic reigns. You'd have to go back a few years to talk about him, but they are Vinny and Tony Soccer Boy, two guys that both had multi-month reigns with the U.S. Championship. They were actually both within striking distance for the longest reign of a U.S. champion, and then Tyron Hunt stopped both of them from accomplishing so. Now a Hurricane Rana is denied. Tyron Hunt, what is he doing? Oh, he took too long to get the power bomb off. A good catching maneuver, or at least attempt from Tyron Hunt, but it goes failed. Now a single armbar locked in. The EIF US champion, Big Steph, meanwhile, convicted stuffs candy and other goodies from his Easter basket in his headset. That's bringing with it a ridiculous buzz that's pissing me off and everybody else in the party. So how about you fucking turn it off, buddy? Anyway, Tyron Hunt back to his... You gotta love how I come up with that stuff. I'm sorry to compliment myself, but come on, guys. Damn it. Head scissor takedown and dab from Big Steph. Lefe getting Tyron to his feet. Tyron Hunt getting yellow barred right down. A nice little cutter to the apron. Springboarding with a Topa Tamiko. Shout out to the late, great Eddie Guerrero. Tyron Hunt gets caught. That's a Siggy. Tyron Hunt knows a win here is so big for him, but he is struggling to put damage in. All he's damaged is the arms. It's kind of odd. And Tyron Hunt uses comeback, and then he gets stopped. Tyron Hunt to his feet. What is he going to do? Tyron's just going to hold on to a reversal for now, and that's going to wash away his opportunity to come back. Tyron now with his second reversal. Big Steph about to get his fourth back. Double foot stomp into the ribs for the U.S. champion. Off the rope he goes. Kick. Oh, Tyron Hunt reverses. Tyron Hunt cutting into that yellow bar, but he's so predictable. Big Steph just seeing it all the way. And, oh, Tyron, goddamn, man. Forearm connects. Whoever that knee cars guy is that joined, like, I can't get him a match tonight. I appreciate his interest, but I really appreciate if you also stop messaging me. No, I'll let him go for there. I'd have to take a second look, but Big Steph does flirt with that. He walks a tightrope when it comes to the timing of his moves. Well, sometimes in that case, though, for future reference, Big Steph, then you just have to let him get up. And yes, I did untame. And a fall away slam. Oh, by the way, jumper, I don't know if you heard, but it was announced earlier today. Unfortunately, it had to happen on Easter Sunday. But Untamed Legend suspended 2 weeks by EIF. He'll return at Vengeance for his World Championship match, but until then, will be inactive. And he is the second post-Mania suspension. Savage serving the second half of his suspension. He finishes out this week, and he'll be eligible for Vengeance as well. Finisher connects. Finisher, 2, and Tyron unable to get the shoulder up. Tyron Hunt able to kick out and stay in it. I mean, dude, I'm not going to lie, man. Like, we're not going to fire him. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. Like, he's too big of an asset for us to fire. We'll keep suspending him. Can somebody invite Wicked back, please? Oh, nice reversal for Tyron Hunt. Oh, the party's full. Sorry, Wicked, if you're watching, the party is full. So we obviously have a lot of people here for Easter Sunday. Very big thanks to all those who are joining us today. I know some can't make it for the holidays. Unclear as to whether we will see either Mr. Money in the Bank, Master B, or older brother and Superstardom champion MBC here tonight. So that may not happen. We may have the main eventers off for the night, so we get to see the mid-card guys shine, and that's always nice. Meanwhile, the referee continues his count. Big Steph hits a signature. The count is at 5, I believe. And now, wrong guy targeted. Yeah. Oh, count at 6 now, so I was a little premature on that count. Referee gets run into. Now El Jefe will throw him over the apron, and Big Steph not interested in winning by ring out. in the ring. Oh, Tyron nearly gained offense. That would have been great for him. Big Steph is just unloading on Tyron Hunt. And I'll tell you one thing, if there's any positive here for the EIF veteran Tyron, it's that Big Steph has sort of been letting him hang in this match. He has not put Tyron away. Forearm connects, and Big Steph with a lot of confidence right now. They're talking to each other. I know you folks can't hear on the chat, but Big Steph just said, I don't care what mistakes I make, I'm going to beat you anyway. And a diving moonsault from the inside to the outside. U.S. champion Big Steph. Trying to showcase that, yes, he can be entertaining, given the right platform. And once again, the referee thrown in. This is not good. That's a drop kick to the ref. And there is disqualification in this match, guys. U.S. champion could get disqualified. This is a non-title match. Uh-oh, the referee is getting up. Referee is getting up. And oh, Big Steph. Tyron Hunt quick to get to his feet. Misses the clothesline. Gets kicked in the gut. God damn, Tyron just cannot get a break. And Big Steph's laughing his ass off. He is like, man, this kid is garbage. You would think TJP would be whooping Randy Orton's ass. And a ton of confidence being shown by the United States champion of Extreme International Fighting. Top mid-card prize here on the Superstardom brand. Tyron Hunt, oh, he went for an RKO. Reverse to finisher, and Tyron gets the offense at a critical time. Oh, he went for the signature like a complete dumbass. Oh my God, and he gets mid-moved. It's fucking over. Although this mid-move takes a... Oh, no. Signature connects. Yeah, Tyron's not going to get... Oh, wait. Big Steph falls down to the knee. Oh, God, no. Tyron, get that goddamn mid-move off. No. It ain't going to happen, bull. And it's a 2-0 finisher count. Tyron Hunt says he has yes. And let's see if he's right. Yes, Tyron uses resiliency right away to just keep himself in this match. Tyron does have the reversal advantage if he uses it. Goddamn bastard just doesn't know how. He's been hit with that super kick 12 times in this match, and he hasn't timed it in any of the previous dozen. And suspended, you can't make that comment. Anyway, Big Steph with 3 or 4 stomps in there. It's all legal. He is out of reversals. And Tyron Hunt, I think wise, usually I fault Tyron for not using a reversal because it's simply just, how the fuck can you not reverse? But in this case, I don't. Oh no, Big Steph waking him up on what an overcastle. My goodness. This match taking some time. The only thing I worry about now is, as far as it goes, getting James and Jumper a match. You know what, James? I think maybe we should try it without that attire, and see if maybe that helps. But it all depends, dude, because we got a lot of people here tonight. 5. And I think Tyron Hunt's controller disconnected. Tyron Hunt about to gain his 3rd reversal. 8. I don't know if Tyron's there. Is he playing possum? 9. Yeah, Tyron's batteries are dead. And yeah, wow. Tyron Hunt, either his batteries are dead or something with his controller. Tyron Hunt is completely AFK. And now this match takes longer, and god damn it, why? Well, Big Steph not going to take advantage of this, it looks like. The question is, how long is Tyron going to have? I mean, if it is a controller problem and a battery malfunction, simply put, batteries are dead, we don't have his number. Oh, and oh, look at that! What a cheap bastard! What a cheap bastard! DDT, Tyron Hunt. It was his plan all along. Oh my god, and 3 strikes maximum away from getting a finisher, and he goes for a signature. Unbelievable. And now he's confident. He's like, yeah, I'm fucking dumb. What do you think? Now, Big Steph says, you know what? You're tapping out next time, buddy. And Tyron Hunt goes down. Stomp. Tyron uses a reversal. Oh, and he missed that submission. That's okay. Oh, wait a minute. Tyron Hunt's hand. Look where Tyron Hunt's hand is. Oh, never mind. Not that hand, buddy. Tyron Hunt got his hand on the rope. Oh, he got his left hand on the rope. 3-0 Big Steph in the finisher count. Tyron Hunt is somehow hanging in this match, and it's got to be by a thread. Oh, Tyron Hunt! Oh, and he got him this time. Tyron got the signature. Vintage Orton from the middle rope. DDT connects. Tyron Hunt looking for a huge comeback victory. You can count it any way you want. Say the Big Steph let him hang in here too long, but still, Tyron Hunt could pin the U.S. champion tonight. 3-0 the finisher count. Tyron with 2 back-to-back heavy right hands to the skull. Now he's going for the finisher. Never mind. Really saw it coming. I know he'll. It's a great. I don't know, man. Yeah. I don't know if you've been in EIF for like a week or not, K-Hart. Wait a minute, I saw you here last year, right? Then you know how shit goes. Happy Easter, motherfucker. All right, we'll figure it out when I get a chance to look at the party. Who the hell are you? No, Savage Slayer. All right, fair enough. Anyway, Tyron Hunt with a couple of kicks to the ribs. DDT again. Oh, thanks, buddy. I don't think so, but go ahead. Anyway, well, Tyron Hunt and Big Steph are really drawing this one out. Now the referee gets involved. Big Steph is backed up. Roundhouse kicker, Tyron is backed up. Tyron with a ground strike reversal. Tyron again gets caught. The referee gets hit again, though, by Big Steph. And I have to wonder if the U.S. champion is running out of chances. Now he looks under the ring. Referee is down. Tyron is down. Sledgehammer to the head. The referee didn't see it. A sledgehammer to the back. Another sledgehammer shot. And again, the official is blinded. Now the damn hammer goes down. Big Steph. Oh, he goes for it again. He goes for it again. RKO! RKO! No way! The referee didn't see the sledgehammer, but he did see that RKO. And Tyron has pinned the U.S. champion. Big Steph let Tyron hang in this match way too long. And in many ways, this match went way too long. Tyron Hunt reaping the benefits, a non-title victory over the United States champion. This is a title Tyron Hunt wants to pursue, and the Hall of Famer has staked his claim with that victory. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, Big Steph hit 2 finishers and a submission finisher. That's 3, but it only takes 1 RKO to get to Viperville, and that's what Tyron Hunt victimized Big Steph with. All right, guys, so coming up next, let's go ahead and try and remake this James and Jumper, because that match was scheduled for tonight. We might also go a little bit past our scheduled end time of 10 o'clock because the show was a little late with some connection issues, as always, right? So I was going to be on earlier, too, to make sure that we'd be good, but not happening. Anyway, so let's go ahead and try this again. No. Yeah, there's a chance. Definitely. I mean, it's not really even a. It's not even really a game of chance. It's simply just, hey, if you want to join, you can. It's just I can't get you a match tonight. That's the only thing. I don't let new guys fight on their first night. So, all right, guys, I'm making the match, and there will be no spectator other than myself in terms of the in-game match. Of course, you guys can all watch along here on Mixer and Twitch, mixer.com/EIF_network, twitch.tv/EIF network. And guys, the match is up. This is for James and Jumper. We will give it one more try. A couple attempts earlier that failed, but if this one does work, it's great because these guys announced that they wanted to fight each other last week. Both superstars looking to prove something. James Arkoffel is in the game with AJ Styles, a new character acquired by him, and this will be his, if I'm correct, his debut with AJ Styles. Because last week he was The Rock. Yeah, well, I mean, if Untamed keeps it up, I mean, we're obviously just going to kick him out of the world title match. I don't care, like, you gotta stop. Especially, I mean, dude, it's a fucking holiday. Like, seriously, just let it go, man. You're achieving nothing in doing this. It does nothing. Untamed, we're not allowing you to tiptoe around it, dude. You're doing it in front of me. I count this as doing it. I count this as that. All right, I'm giving you one final warning. If you keep it up, if you keep it up, you're out of the world title match, and I'm not kidding. I'll make it a triple threat. Guys, what jumper? Great. Who got on? Is NBC on? Is NBC around? The NBC brothers? Everybody knows how much I like to push these guys. All right, sounds good. Well, it sounds like that Savage Slayer guy wants to join EIF. Jumper, he would be great for you. And Jumper, of course, the GM, along with assistant GM Midnight Mayfire, who was not able to get it to work. Oh, come on. Fuck you. Jumper, I'm a little worried here tonight, man. I'm wondering if you and I can't connect. All right, yeah, I don't know. It told me that Jumper left there, James. I heard you 18 times, dude. Anyway, well, here's the 19th. Okay, thanks. Anyway, all right, guys, so it looks like Jumper's having some connection issues. That's disappointing, especially because I would like to get him a match tonight. But we'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, I've got a different idea, actually. I've got a different triple threat that I want to run by. Midnight, I'm going to ask you this. I think you're Chris Jericho, right? Great. Anyway, all right, so let's do an interesting match. Let's do you in a triple threat with James, okay? And let's add K-Hart to the mix. So Jericho, AJ, and Neville. Dude, you really want to have a 25-second Sister Abigail in a triple threat? I mean, I'm trying to help you. We know what we're doing, Prof. You have to remember, man, yes, I'm a commentator. I'm also a booker with EIF, okay? I know what I want. I know what narratives I want to drive, all right? Yeah, what the fuck? Anyway, all right. The match is up. And so this is for K-Hart, James, and Midnight. We certainly hope that this will work as our triple threat tonight. We have a lot of guys that are looking to compete tonight. Also, Nexus Genesis is here, the former EIF World Champion. We have Prof Jag here for the first time since ending the career of Jetstar at EIF WrestleMania 11. Also expected tonight, the EIF Velocity Championship match. First title to be defended, the first Velocity title defense and the first championship defense for Young Death Row in his EIF career since he won the belt 8 nights ago at EIF WrestleMania 11. And he'll be defending against Convicted, who will look to become the first ever 3-time EIF Velocity champion. The only person we're waiting on to join this goddamn match is Midnight. Not sure what's going on there. God, man. Fucking nerd. Fair enough. Nerd. And of these 3 guys, only one is currently booked for EIF Vengeance. That is Midnight Mayfire, and a heartbreaking story that ended a very quick fairy tale. And that was Midnight's World Championship reign all but a couple of hours before EBAMS cashed in Money in the Bank at the climax of WrestleMania 11. And Midnight wants a one-on-one, whether it's EBAMS or whoever. He wants a one-on-one for the EIF World Championship. And in order to be the first in line for that, he will battle Nexus Genesis. They are 2 friends, but they're both upset about the way their World Championship matches ended. Nexus with the original World Title match, and Midnight with the second one that was not planned. And so Midnight and Nexus one-on-one. at Vengeance, and the winner will have the priority to the first championship match after Vengeance's Fatal 4-Way that is scheduled, featuring Untamed Legend, DZ, Tripod, and EBAMS. And that is a 30-minute finisher count match for the EIF World title. That's scheduled as one of our 2 main events at Vengeance. We also have the EIF WrestleMania 11 Superstardom title rematch, NBC, Deadly, and blah blah competing in an elimination triple threat. Iron Hunt leaves. God damn it. What the hell? Oh, wait. Okay. Get away, ref. Ding, ding, ding. He's telling you got green bar, man. We can't make a head case out of this, dude. Just let me do the show. Anyway, arm drag connects for K-Hart. Midnight denies him. And by the way, a big congratulations to K-Hart, because after WrestleMania, following his Elimination Chamber loss, K-Hart officially now on the main roster for EIF. He is a Velocity graduate. He's still welcome to come back and compete there. K-Hart no longer going to be competing for the Velocity Championship. He already has won that title. He's also proven he's a Superstardom guy. And with Neville, a very good moveset that certainly helps him out. And now, because K-Hart has graduated from there, he could be looking to set his eyes on the U.S. title. And we know that it's Jolton and Big Steph coming up, but there is such an open field for the United States title. You take a look at a guy like K-Hart. You take a look at Tyron Hunt. James Arkoffel wants to be involved in that. You've got other guys climbing up the food chain. You've got guys potentially returning. You've got Wicked Jr., who's been doing very well in his last half dozen matches or so. There are so many possibilities in the United States title picture. You know, another thing you have to think about is if Deadly or Blah Blah, or both of them, fail to secure the Superstardom title at Vengeance, do one of them have to go back down? Does Blah Blah or Deadly, 2 former U.S. champions, have to go for it again? I mean, there is so much that could happen. And I can tell you right now, between, and Midnight sort of the sandwich of this matchup here, but cannot discredit the former EIF World Champion, who also has a Superstardom reign under him. But in the meantime, it is K-Hart and James Arkoffel, and for these two, this match is important because this is a triple threat opportunity to win, and K-Hart goes diving out, misses everything. Here on this Easter Sunday edition of EIF Superstardom, and if I did not already mention, this is Superstardom episode number 376, the longest running show in the history of EIF. Yep. K-Hart walking around the ring, and we mentioned Velocity. Don't forget, Velocity airs weekly from Wednesday, 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes might even go a little longer. This past week, we had a terrific turnout. Thank you so much to all of our Velocity superstars that were a part of that. And much like last week, we'll be having the same start times for Velocity and ED. ED comes your way with a Wednesday matinee, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern. Then we take a 1 minute, or a Jesus Christ, a 1 minute. Then we take a 1 hour intermission. And then Velocity. Hell of a walk-in. Oh, is that technically a stall because he was walking in the feet of James? And oh, James with a nice discus clothesline. And rolling out is K-Hart, while James stays alone in the ring with the champion. This is a spinorama, and both guys go for a couple of spinorama moves. It looks like Midnight got the better end of the two. K-Hart is locked and loaded with all 4 of his reversals, but he's outside the ring. Meanwhile, give credit to Midnight right now. He's pitching a green bar in this triple threat. And diving. Oh, never mind. Fuck the green bar. He missed. K-Hart picking James Arkoffel up. Right forearm connects. Another big one. And a signature connecting for K-Hart onto James, and then a signature connecting for Midnight onto K-Hart. Walls of Jericho locked in. Walls of Jericho. Yeah, you have to be careful there because I feel like Superstar would intentionally let themselves submit for the DQ win. Jawbreaker reversal from the ground by Midnight. Spinning wheel kick. Denied with the clothesline from James. Rolling out. Like, what the hell? A little worm with some of his arms. Now James bounces to the outside. K-Hart looks around. K-Hart so agile with Neville, and he just throws himself at everything. K-Hart was a part of the first EIF Elimination Chamber in the new redesigned structure. Unfortunately, K-Hart fell first in that match. K-Hart's EIF WrestleMania debut. Not a great one, but he still was able to put in an appearance and part of a very exciting matchup that everybody praised. Velocity guys doing some great work. A little bit of warbiness works out in James' favor. Then he goes for the DDT, and this one will not work in his favor. He rolls to the outside. K-Hart hits the referee. Here comes Midnight from behind. Somebody's dog also apparently in the party. Jesus Christ. First superstars, now animals. What next? Yeah, baseball slide. Illegal, but it's okay here. James is tossed into the ring. K-Hart from the apron, thought he could springboard. Now he realizes he can. Drop kick misses. He gets back to his feet. Move interrupted by James. All three men on their feet in the ring. Referee down. He is awaking. Lion Salt connecting for the wrong guy. There's another one this time. He didn't get all of it. James did not elbow. Connecting for Midnight. And now Midnight taunting to the crowd. There it is. Midnight trying to have some fun here. And one thing you got to credit Midnight to is when he lost that championship match at Mania, how positive he still remained. It was a great WrestleMania experience for him, I think, altogether. And still all about having fun here in EIF. A snapmare connecting. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, uppercut connects. Highly likely. Rumors. Anyway, K-Hart. Uh-oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Midnight's got to get in the ring. This is a submission finisher on James, and this is where K-Hart is most dangerous. Center of the ring, no rope break. James has to stay in it. Midnight gets to his feet. Midnight coming in the ring. James has to stay in it, and great stuff there. Midnight able to break it up. That is what makes K-Hart so dangerous. And he gets in with a code breaker. And we have back-to-back signatures. Now we have back-to-back finishers on top of James and K-Hart. Double pin. And K-Hart able to kick out for both of them. Fuck your dog. Oh, never mind. That would be terrible if this goes wrong. All you hear... Oh, no. K-Hart's dog is outside. You bastard. You fucking bastard. Well, yeah, first Siren leaves, now K-Hart. Well, K-Hart was begging for everybody to hold on, but the reality is there are no timeouts in EIF. K-Hart is back, learning the new death of his dog. Just kidding, that was too far. Finisher in hand for Midnight. Spinorama into an enziguri. And K-Hart, even though he's in a triple threat here, you know, I'd honestly like to see how he would do against Midnight or James in one-on-one action. I think K-Hart's an interesting dynamic here, and we know K-Hart really not a fan at all of ED, but on Superstardom, it's very plausible that he has some fun. James plunging his way in. Oh, he nearly got it. Lion Tamer, ring escape used, and James has got to get out of this one. Nice forearm running his way in, K-Hart. And James, that by the way, that was the second submission James was hit with, so James is definitely in caution territory for tapping out to an upcoming submission. K-Hart does not yield a finisher. He will get a signature upon his next move, one would think. Into the middle rope. Drop kick, that's a free move. Took too long. K-Hart, pick him up. Yep. You cannot have a match. Just pick him up and let him hit one move on you. You cannot, listen, you can join EIF, but you cannot have a match on your very first night when we have not even heard your voice and don't even know who you are. Like, I cannot do that. Hit him. Pele connects. Forearm. on Tim's fucking disc fucking post. You see this? Come back. Oh, wait a minute, going up top. K-Hart's gonna let him do it. What you're getting a mic for Christmas. In 8 months? Like, I'll see you in a year, dude. Signature Connects. You're telling me you're going to get a present that costs $25 and it's going to take you 8 months to get it. Red arrow, that was a clean stall, but it didn't work out. K-Hart gets drop kicked down. K-Hart's second, or I'm sorry, K-Hart rolled out now. That was fucked up, butt funny. K-Hart broad to his feet. Throws. Yeah, dude, I'm losing my names here. What? That was good. That was one of Wicked's better jokes, I think. Aww, even he knows. Why is the running... Yeah, he got us all back. Why is the running joke that this is going to end? I wouldn't do that if I were you. I would not do that, Midnight. I'm saying that because I'm pretty confident DQ is on. So Midnight chilling like a villain in the ring. James and K-Hart dueling on the outside. Yeah. Oh, man. Hey, Deathlock wants to know if anybody will be on for Rocket League in the meantime. K-Hart is in La La Land. 1, 2, oh, and K-Hart comes in to break it up. K-Hart was having a moment for the moment, but he's okay now. Well, he's talking about the championship game. Do you have to ask your Graham for permission to do that? On the drop kick, it's going to be tough. That's why he can post it. Snap mirror. K-Hart struggling in momentum though, he's so low. Jesus Christ. No, he is not. It's funny, like, what the fuck, dude? And I have my gram said it's too expensive. I'm 29. I have to wait for Christmas. All right, man. Holy fuck, dude. Yeah. Anyway. Whatever happened. Oh, never mind. I don't know if it's an April Fool's joke, good. If not, you might want to consider KCW. Anyway, Styles Clash coming up. K-Hart on the outside, Lag on the inside. And now, for the pin, James, a huge win if he gets it. 2, oh, and then I kicked out. James really does need a win because he has sort of fallen off. He's had so many good opportunities throughout his career, but he does dumbass things like that. And that leads him back to the barrel. K-Hart, you did it 7 times in this match. Don't talk. Forearm connects, forearm connects, forearm connects, forearm misses. And a deep arm drag for James. And we have back-to-back matches here, taking some time. You know, for Midnight, I think there's less to gain than what it is for the other two. Signature. Kick to the ribs. Kick to the back. It's reversed. A Rocket League. We got Rocket League Championship. James, you're with NBC's team. Hopefully you guys are playing tonight. I think Deathlock and GTA are trying to play. Nah, dude, our team already got eliminated. We played without you. Yeah, that was days ago, dude. We finished that like Thursday. We're on the championship game now. It's NBC's team versus GTA's team. I'm 120% serious, dude. Okay, yeah, he's definitely. Yeah. Okay, good. Well, whenever you want to show up. I mean, nobody's gonna. Oh my goodness! 2 birds, 1 stone. Well, you can't sub for them. Hostile is their sub. Well, no, you're not allowed because you didn't sub for them. You did not sub for them during the season. You subbed for Tripod's team, and they were going to need you, but they got wrecked in the first round. Their first... Oh, there he is. Okay. Well, we can confirm this much, folks, as this show rolls on and tilts into the second hour, and it's just our second match on this Easter Sunday. We've got a lot of stuff going on, and you know what that means? A lot of shit's going to happen. We're going to have to be really cramming in some matches the longer these guys take. But we can confirm one thing in the house. Tonight on Easter Sunday, non-title, but the Superstardom champion is in the building, NBC Master, with Brock Lesnar, and it looks like we're going to get an appearance from the champ tonight. And assuming some more things run smoothly, we may have some good announcements for all of you, for your interest. Spinner on the back fist, avoided. K-Hart with one of his own, and that is reversed as well. Zaguri misses. Big boot drops him down. K-Hart going to the top rope. These guys just really struggling to put anybody away, and then K-Hart recalled and also really made fun of James for all the mistakes that he had made. Well, then he makes a huge one there. And it's just a matter of keeping these guys down. Oh, wait a minute. K-Hart is not interested in breaking that up because now, K-Hart with an opportunity goes for the submission. I give A for effort on K-Hart for that one. That was a smart time to do it. This is 2. Styles clash. And this could be it. Yep, and it's rope break. So this match continues. And more people find out they're not getting matches tonight. Coming up next, assuming that they're both at their mics, we have, okay, somebody kick this kid out of the party, dude. Is it me that's the party leader? Dude, just wait till I'm done with the match. Anyway, submission is locked in. It's not gonna finish here. And now the signature. By the way, guys, after this matchup, we have the EIF Velocity Championship going. Convicted in his rematch clause going one-on-one with Young Death Row for the EIF Velocity title. We'll get it after, Wicked. I'm sorry, dude, but we got a lot of people here tonight. Hey, her, why are you talking like that? You're not going to be on the main roster for long, are you? Guys that are in the party, just let this go. It's probably on Tame's account. And that's a Lion Tamer, and again, oh wait a minute, James has to get in, K-Hart's got to stay in this, and he does. You know, it's funny, for a couple of guys with submission finishers, it has just taken forever to put this match away. Suplexing Midnight on top of K-Hart. Free to get out of the party. Yeah, I know, but you're just being an idiot, dude. Untamed got suspended, NBC. Untamed got suspended. No jumper comments. If it happens again, he's out of the world title match. He just will not stop. Yeah, exactly. And there it goes, dude. Not happening. That's the truth. Bunch of elbows on top of the head. Drop kick misses. Yeah. Really? Is it? I don't even know. I don't even notice that. I did not even know, man. Oh, that's the lion! No, it's the walls. Never mind. Fuck that, dude. Just do the show till 10 with this match. I know it's Easter, everybody, but I have to apologize in advance. Here's another failed submission attempt. I have to apologize in advance, guys. We are definitely not going to be able to get everybody a match. I know there's a lot of people interested, and I greatly appreciate all of you that are trying to be here tonight. But we obviously, we're taking a long time here. I mean, I was maybe going to do the show until 10:10, quarter after 10 Eastern time, which would still give us half a show, a little over. But we're running well into overtime. These guys just trying. Yeah, these guys. Well, the first match was a long match. It probably took about 20 minutes. This match is going 30. I really thought this was going to work. You got a bunch of guys with quick finishers. I mean, AJ not so much, but, you know, it makes sense. That's, you know, I get it, but what the fuck? K-Hart having a battle with God. We saw it at Backlash 06 with Vince McMahon against Shawn Michaels. Drop kick misses, elbow does not. Yeah, this is not, yeah, that's a good point. We do have some of our viewers that are wondering about this. Chris Jericho is not Jolton anymore. I know that's the custom as of late, but he made a trade with Midnight Mayfire following WrestleMania, and so Midnight now represents Y2J, formerly Daniel Bryan. Now we'll let it go. Convicted, what's the stipulation for your match against Young Buck? Is that really what he asked for? I mean, I need him to be, is he awake? Well, if Convicted is still here, that's what we need to know. Tomiko misses. Well, if Convicted isn't here, then we will not, oh, there he is. There's his name. Okay, all right, great. Sounds good to me. Yeah, GTA and Deathlock said they'll be on. So, yep. No, there's no way. These are way too long. Yes. Yeah, and next season, yeah, but you're done for the season. Like, we'll begin the season this week. Anyway, that's fine, Convicted. I heard you. We're good. Anyway, all right, drop kick connects. And that is a good reversal for K-Hart. He has a signature, but no reversals, and so he'll be in a dangerous position right now. Guys are going to look to expose him. Let's see if K-Hart's knowledge is there, and it is. Credit K-Hart for that. Notice he attacks the guy with the finisher. And then, guys, I'm really sorry to the people that are in our party, because obviously we cannot get Untamed out here just yet. So, drop kick connects. I'm telling you right now, though, dude, I swear to God, you're never going in the Hall of Fame. Like, I mean that. You are never going in. So anytime you ask me now, just there's your answer. I got you. Anyway, drop kick. It's Untamed, dude. Kid's a fucking dork. Anyway, speaking of untamed, there was a cocked punch. Knight trying to wake his opponent up. Just these three guys are desperately trying to end this match, one would imagine. Clothesline connects, and it was a good match to start. I still don't know that I could discredit the quality of the match. The guys are putting in good efforts, you know, and it's difficult. Nope, it's good. It's clean. Nice overcastle from James. He will miss the elbow. KR will roll out. Somebody's going to go for it. And a clothesline connects for James. And now he's going to wake him up because he's thinking, you know what? I know what I need to do. Take even longer to hit this finisher. I like the science. Codebreaker connects. KR is going to get to his feet. I think. Maybe not. KR not back. 1, 2. Come on. Oh, yes. Midnight wins. Triple threat match, and unfortunately all this effort in KR and James, and it is for nothing because they do not gain ground on Superstardom. Midnight, the ED man and former Superstardom champion from last year, steals the show in this one. God damn it. Yeah, all right, hold on. Convicted and Young Death, just chill here, guys. I got to do somebody else because we're getting... So, all right, cool. All right, so let's see who we have. Guys, I want to also let everybody know, aside from the Hellocity Championship match, I know you guys are going to hate this because Dual Candy is in here. I am not going to be able to get anybody else from Hellocity a match tonight. Remember, guys, the Hellocity Superstars are prioritized for our Wednesday edition of Hellocity. Our other shows you are always welcome to show up to, but we have to prioritize our main roster guys there. So just keep fighting on Hellocity, getting the reps in, and we certainly still appreciate you guys all showing up. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on. We need to get our next match going here. And so, wait, Prof, did you say you wanted your match next? All right, I guess not. Wicked, did you say you needed your match next? Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, Savage, I have to kick you from the party. Not Savage Slayer, Savage Simple. Sorry, bud. Suspended. Anyway, all right. So let me just go ahead and look around the party here just to make sure I'm doing this right. Dude, he's just lost it today. I think he just thinks he's really cool, and we obviously know the real answer. Anyway, so... Convicted Young Death. Okay. All right. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on. Our next match. Let's go. Why not? Prof Jag versus Wicked Jr. Shawn Michaels versus Bray Wyatt. And for Wicked, it's a guy who's an EIF veteran, and he was left off the card. The match is up. This is for James to watch. We also have Prof and Wicked going one-on-one. We mentioned Wicked, an EIF veteran who unfortunately is left off, or was left off the card of EIF WrestleMania 11. Meanwhile, Prof Jag was on the card. He was actually our pre-match to the main events. And Prof Jag, sort of a kind of medium feeling, mediocre, because you got to win at WrestleMania. You had your WrestleMania moment, and it was a good match, but it came at the cost of the career for EIF Jetstar. A 3-year career, including a couple of championship matches, a couple of championship reigns, and a WrestleMania main event. And Jetstar having one of his best WrestleMania performances, if not his definite best, at EIF WM11. Match is up. We await for Wicked to join. Okay. Wicked, you need to come in here and wreck Prof Jag if you're doing a match, because the match is up. All right, anyway. Greedy, what's up? Listen, no, here's the thing. Listen, Our team, listen, the team you're on, which is my team, we got eliminated. We played without you because we did not want to wait for you. Okay? So we played, we went to the playoffs, and we lost. We're done. We will play again when next season starts, but we have to get the championship round over. And once that happens, then maybe tomorrow night or later tonight, probably not later tonight, probably tomorrow night, I'll round it up, I'll figure it out, or later this week, I'll figure it out, okay? And we're either going to do a 3-on-3 format. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to 3-on-3. And every team remains with their captains. I mean, I don't know if Untamed's going to speak differently, but, like, I'm not drafting you again, I'll be honest. Like, you're not reliable, so you suck. But, yeah, we'll figure it out. No, that's the thing. On 3-on-3, goalie destructions and hit will be banned for 3-on-3. I actually thought the 3-on-3 series between, like, GTA's team and ours was really good. Guys, it's a guessing game right now to all our viewers, but I would guess that we're probably down to 2 matches following this match, I should say. So 3 including this. Coming up next after this matchup, though, we have the EIF Velocity Championship on the line. That will be our pre-main event. Convicted using a rematch clause to face Young Death Row. And Convicted got the stipulation pick. And guess what, guys? A little outside the box, he chose a ladder match. So we have a ladder match coming up here on Superstardom. One-on-one. We'll make the rule that you have to hit a finisher before you can climb because that's typically a standard in EIF. And then in the main event, our Superstardom champion MBC in action. Look who else is in the party for you, MBC. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Anyway, here we go. Ding, ding, ding. All right, Wicked Jr. and Prof Jack. Prof's first match since ending the career of Jetstar. He runs in to Wicked. They clip, and then Wicked takes advantage. A plate of shots coming up. Wicked, are you still on your win streak or no? Are you still on your win streak? Are you still on your win streak? Okay. So, wins in 4 of your last 5. Well, they backpedal, and Prof stops him. Wicked. Nice little maneuver there. Yeah, Prof not running into an easy customer. Wicked Jr. kind of like Jet, a veteran. We didn't see him every single week. Just a little slap from Prof He gets clotheslined back. But here's the thing with Wicked. He's still got a pretty good 1-2 punch. And he is Shawn Michaels, previously The Miz, so a couple of good characters for Wicked. Also want to remind you guys to make sure you get a good character for next half. Coming up in May, it is the EIF Superstardom Draft. Please make sure you purchase your character. Contact me for more information. You do not want to end up with the likes of Darren Young or Graham Metz-Elite or Sawyer Fulton. Just kidding, we don't give anybody Sawyer Fulton. But seriously, 3 reversal characters, you could get stuck with one if you don't want to do that. And if you want to have maybe a 4 reversal character that's a little bit better than Christian, a little bit better than Titus O'Neil. Maybe you want to be one of the guys in the ring right now. Well, you can do that by reserving your draft pick. Again, just contact me for more information. Couple of stomps missing, and then keeping the offense. Smart move there for Prof and a poor reversal decision for Wicked Jr. Shoulder pressed into the chest of Prof and I believe these are 2 superstars who do not have picks for next half. So, and in reference to Wicked and Prof those guys are going to want to do that soon. Also, don't forget, guys, EIF Vengeance, the 12th annual EIF Vengeance, our longest-running pay-per-view and the first pay-per-view in EIF history, comes your way live 2 weeks from tonight, Sunday, April the 15th, 7 p.m. Eastern start time. Because it is a Sunday pay-per-view, we try to start an hour earlier. No pre-show currently determined. We do have a big announcement, though, regarding Vengeance, and we are going to announce that following this match. So please stay tuned. A huge announcement, I would say, in regards to EIF Vengeance. Look it down, and Prof saying, I'm the eater of worlds. Well, Certainly based on his Xbox profile picture, we know he's the eater of foods. That much has been confirmed. But Prof Jag, not focused, dietitian. That's true too. I don't know where you get your sources, but you're a good sports journalist. Anyway, somebody invite Tripod into the party. He wants in here. Stomp on the back of Prof. And we were talking a little bit about K-Hart earlier and James in our previous Triple Threat about the U.S. title and the open field that it is. You know, right here again, guys, I can't emphasize this enough. You have two superstars in the ring right now that also could be talking about a potential run at the U.S. Championship. I think right now, you know, the world titles have some very bona fide stories, and so you've got your core guys there. You know, with Superstardom, you've got Deadly, blah, blah, NBC. With ED, you've got kind of that six-person carousel. You got the Fatal 4-Way, plus you have Midnight Nexus. You also have Isaac, so maybe it's a 7-horse race. You know, it feels like in Superstardom, though, for the U.S., I feel like you could rattle off maybe 10, even 11 names, including Big Steph, who's the champ, that are legitimately a candidate for a title shot. This is crazy stuff. IC title is pretty wide open right now, and later on this week, Assassins will defend his Intercontinental Championship for the first time since surviving 3 stages of hell with Deathlock at WrestleMania 11. Sit out powerbomb out of the corner from Wicked Jr., we mentioned, was not a part of EIF WrestleMania 11. He had to pay his way in, said he would consider it, never responded. Asshole. Anyway, Wicked now. Picks Prof up, right hand to the skull. Prof Jag trying to keep his way in here. Prof Jag had a very entertaining match with Jetstar though at WrestleMania. They went to the extreme and back. Prof Jag, oh, nice uppercut from Prof. Dude, Jumper, stop, Jumper. Jumper, okay, I'm just going to interrupt you because you do it anyway. Jumper, you're listening to a guy. You're still talking over me? Cool. Just making sure. Whenever you're done, let me know. No, dude, listen, you're telling me, oh yeah, finally a guy who agrees with me. Yeah, the guy that agrees with you. Okay, well, thank you for being honest, dude. Just so you know, no offense, man. You showed up an hour and a half late to WrestleMania, the biggest fucking event of the year that you were repeatedly told about. Okay, no, dude, not fuck that. Listen, the guy that's telling you this is Tripod, and he should have been fired 3 times already. Okay, you're talking to the guy with the worst disciplinary record in EIF history. It's not cool. He can talk shit. Dude, you guys have not been in EIF long enough. Meanwhile, the count at 9 in the ring. Oh, super kick, and it was avoided. With the right hand. Oh, no. Sister Abigail connects. Wicked Jr. 2. And Prof Jag pins Wicked. Prof Jag ending Jetstar's career. And tonight, he didn't end one, but he was able to defeat a very talented, and much like Jetstar, veteran EIF superstar Prof Jag, and his ascension back into EIF and maybe into relevancy is coming to fruition. He picks up another big win here tonight on Superstardom. I think that's something that maybe we could talk about after the show. Anyway, Coming up next, it's our pre-main event. At least it would seem at this point. That match ending relatively quick after we had two extremely long matches. So anyway, coming up next, though, we have a championship on the line, and that championship is the Helosity title. Walking down to the ring with it will not be Young Death Row, even though this is his first championship defense. That is because his belt is raised 15 feet high above the ring, convicted using a rematch clause in perhaps could be his last Helosity championship match. He's been down there for a while, and he's already won the belt a couple of times. And Convicted looks to be the first ever three-time EIF Helosity champion in this league's 11-plus year history. That includes all versions of Helosity. Of course. Anyway. All right, guys, so the match is up. You guys may go ahead and join. Just so you know, because this is a championship match on a regular show, we are not going to do entrances like on the way to the ring, but we will be doing in-ring introductions for you guys. And then also, per the rule, the standard of EIF ladder matches, you will have to hit a finisher. By the way, James, go ahead and join. But you will have to hit a finisher before you are eligible to climb the ladder in terms of winning. If you want to climb the ladder to jump off or, you know, whatever. No, like just you hit one finisher and that's your quota. That's it. I'll be honest with you guys, one-on-one ladder matches don't always go well. But yeah, we have not seen a one-on-one ladder match in a long time. In fact, I think the last time, and I don't even know if you count this because technically it was a TLC, and that was the final stage of a 3 Stages of Hell between EBAMS and Untamed Legend last year. Now that was a tables, ladders, and chairs match, so. Oh, true. Well, I wanted to look at it as a 2-on-2, but it didn't allow that, so. Also, Custom Attire Convicted, I will let you know that didn't work for us earlier, so there is a chance you'll have to use a default if this does not work. So that's possible. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Oh, by the way, guys, I just realized I forgot in the midst of the arguing. I know this is Easter Sunday and it's about being peaceful, right? But you fuckers don't want to. So anyway, I forgot to make our major announcement. I don't want to just quickly whip it out in 10 seconds, and I know what I just said is very weird. So after this match, if I'm reminded, I will do our major announcement for tonight that has implications. Vengeance. There's really no lag. Anyway. Alright, guys, the following contest is a ladder match and is for the EIF Helosity Championship. Introducing first, he is the challenger, standing in the top left corner, representing Jason Jordan. This is Convicted. And his opponent, standing across the ring in the bottom right, representing the Animal, Batista. He is the current reigning and defending EIF Helosity Champion, Young Death Row. I like that. I never called it like that, but I like how that one rolled. All right, anyway. All right, guys, remember, you have to hit a finisher on your opponent before you are allowed to climb and retrieve the briefcase. Just one finisher, that's all the requirement. Convicted, are you ready? I take it as yes. Okay. Yeah, I assume. You may move it. Okay. Champion, Young Death Row, are you ready to defend your title? All right, good luck to both of you. Ding, ding, ding. And so, our Helosity Championship on the line, and just like a Helosity Superstar, Convicted totally misfires. You know, I talked with Helosity GM Jumper Magnum about bringing up Superstars, and one of the things that he had said is, you know, with Convicted, it was actually, and I'm going to reveal some conversations here, was between Convicted and K-Hart. One of them was going to come up. We knew Tyron would go up, and then one of them was going to join him. And Jumper said, you know, I think K-Hart needs to go up. He did win the Hellocity title before Convicted. Now, Convicted does have 2 reigns, but there's a couple of little details that Convicted, the former 2-time champion, misses in his game. Jumper said that he might still need some time to work on that. Nice little drop kick from the former champion who lost his title in the Elimination Chamber match at EIF WrestleMania 11. Young Death rolling to the outside, but remaining on his feet. Now he slides back in and a nice boot. Young Death Row made night and day translations and transitions from picking up Batista after formerly having Sheamus. But there was something I noticed even in his first match with Sheamus, which was on the pre-show. That was the first time I got to see him at a pay-per-view. And that was just Young Death Row's ability to learn in the match, because he was doing horrible in the match, to be frank. And then about 5-10 minutes in, he started picking up on things. He's a quick learner, and much like the Elimination Chamber, this is another new environment for him in an EIF ring. He has never been a part of a ladder match. He did compete in a Money in the Bank ladder match qualifier at WrestleMania, where he fell to Rat Luck. And that's a free move. Yep. Took too long, Convicted. Just pick him up when something like that happens. That way we don't have to wait 20 seconds. One free move. All right, we're good. And I think that right there, going back to what we were saying about Jumper and the conversation, is the little details. Right there is an example of one. You know, people think about EIF and they say, it's just a wrestling league, it's this, it's that. You can say what you want. There's a lot. And yeah, he was hitting the ladder. And this is a finisher. And this is not the time. We could have a really quick match and a green bar in a ladder match. Oh, I think he got bombed on the ladder. Batista bomb might have hit the ladder. And Convicted has got to get to his feet. Young Death Row is going to slide the ladder in. Batista not the quickest guy. Yeah, we could have a quick match. This is Convicted's choice. This was the choice of the former champion, and now he's getting to all fours. Young Death Row, though, look at this. Young Death Row is struggling a bit. Notice that, guys, and that's a couple of details that maybe he's missing in a ladder match. Who's to say that Convicted has them any better? Big boot misses. Convicted tries to get in. That does not work out. And just like that, Convicted might lose the match. It could end. I have never seen a green bar in a ladder match. And Young Death Row begins to try and pull the briefcase. There's 8 pulls on it. He's getting at least some of them. Here comes Convicted. And, oh, Young Death Row says, I'm just going to get my ass down, even though Convicted wasn't even going to hit him right. Drop kick connects. First ring escape being used by the champion. Now what will Convicted do? And you guys are going to say it probably. Don't. But there's already little details I'm noticing. Yeah, you can't say it, but... And Young Death Row, notice the steel chair completely legal. And Convicted's actually using the ladder. Convicted using the ladder to guard himself. And now, again he gets... Yeah, this is... I'll tell you what right now, guys. I don't know if this is Convicted's last Hellocity Championship match. I don't think it should be his last Hellocity match. There are several errors he is making here. Well, and Young Death Row just helped him out. Yeah, I was smart unintentionally. I was smart without being smart. A lot of lag. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, and the power slam on the ladder. Young Death Row, is he going to be able to pick that ladder? Oh, there you go. Convicted uses a ring escape and kicks the ladder out. Young Death Row saying the thumbs are going down, and he is all in this match. Convicted having his first one-on-one with Young Death Row for a championship. Young Death Row absolutely obliterating Convicted right now. And maybe this is the new standard that comes to Hellocity. I did not mean to hit that ladder over, but I don't think it really mattered there because it was already down. Anyway, though, you know, seriously, I mean, Young Death Row could become the new standard here on Hellocity. And, god damn, Convicted just really struggling. And there it goes, okay. Not even damaged on it, looks like. Dude, you have done 8 moves in this match, and 5 have been drop kicks. No, we're talking to Convicted, dude. Young Death Row is mixing it up as best he can. He's hit 120 moves already, so he can only do so many. Ladder connects, and now... Oh, yeah, that is. I'm sorry. You're right. You are correct. That is a free move. That is way too long of a stall. Good job on Tripod for watching this. The Hall of Famer knows his EIF rules. He also knows how to break them. He's did it He's done that a few times. Convicted with a chance to avoid a green bar. Can he hit this move? Yes, he does. No green bar. No green bar. And a nice little sliding hook. I was able to keep the champion down. Convicted will gain ring advantage. Now he's going to pick up the ladder. Can't use it to climb, but he can certainly use it as a weapon. And he's going to toss it out instead. Smart move from Convicted. And he's going to go out. Sorry, trying to avoid you guys getting in the way of each other. Again, you're watching a ladder match for the EIF Velocity title. Second title match overall since EIF WrestleMania. Now the second ladder being brought into play. Young Death Row, not sure what he's doing with it. Gonna go ahead and push that in. He comes in, and nice belly-to-belly connects for Convicted. And you know what? Perhaps a come-from-behind victory. Convicted's gonna pick up the ladder, and not sure what he's thinking. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, never mind. Fuck you. The game said go fuck yourself. Convicted has already used a couple of ring escapes, right? Yeah, I know he used at least one. Oh, Convicted trying to get to his feet. And off a stomp. That's how it ends. And Young Death Row. Oh, wait a minute. Convicted getting back up. And yeah, Young Death Row is not going to take any chances. I think Young Death Row is playing a very precautious game. I almost wonder if it's too precautious. And Convicted. I'm actually enjoying this match now. No, not doing it. It's really not bad at all, honestly. I'm not even feeling a delay. Anyway, Convicted. Spear connects. Convicted has a finisher. He could be eligible. If Convicted hits this finisher, folks, he is eligible. And Young Death Row could be the healthier guy. It doesn't matter. If he hits this finisher, it's over. Oh, no. Oh, no. A Convicted, big reversal there. He needed that one bad. They ran into each other. He got his finisher reverse. Big clothesline. Convicted. And he throws the ladder. No, he cannot climb. Correct. He needs to hit the finisher. So, and Convicted throwing the ladder out, which I think is a smart move. I take it back. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Anyway, I think he said, look, I'm going to give you the ring advantage. I don't, and Young Death Row lets it go away. Well, in Velocity, you see mistakes, and that's okay. Young Death Row says there are two ladders, dumbass. Anyway, there is more than one ladder, my friend. And Convicted. Oh, and oh, no. And Convicted grabs. The feet get grabbed. Foot fetish. Clothesline this is. Did the ladder slide out? I don't know if I'm holding it in there or not. That's tough to say. That's a good reversal. Convicted. Oh my God. Spear off the rope. Very nice, man. These guys are going at it. Man. I'll tell you what, it's not a match based on perfection because there have been mistakes on both ends. You have to admit, though, this is not a bad match. It's kind of entertaining. Irish whip, Young Death Row send to the turnbuckles. And how great is that? Oh, no. And Convicted has to let him out and away. You know, and it's great, too, because we just had such a good Velocity title match at WrestleMania. You love to see these guys build off that momentum. Young Death Row will get out of the corner for free. Oh, and a big boot down into the face, and now could be another finisher coming. Young Death Row, strong Irish whip. Bam, Convicted gets tossed out hard. And what the hell? Steel chair. Big chair shot. Another chair. Well, it's all legal here. We don't have the T, but we do have the LC available. Ladders and chairs. There is announce tables, yes, technically there is. Young Death Row grabbing the ladder. I really don't know that Jason Jordan has much of an advantage with a ladder either. Oh, and he's able to avoid that ladder shot. Oh, diving, he missed, and he gets rocked. Fucking idiot. And now Young Death Row will push the ladder in. That's probably going to do it, folks. Whoa, Convicted is still getting up. Yeah, Convicted is up on his feet, and if he can hit a finisher, this is all good. Young Death Row does not want to climb the ladder because Convicted could easily toss it down and take another advantage. Reversals look like they're going to favor Young Death slightly. Well, maybe Young Death is going to challenge that. He is guarding the ring like the three-headed dog in Harry Potter. It's not looking good for Convicted. Oh my, never mind. You know, realistically, Young Death Row easily could have just climbed and won. I'm sorry, I have to say it. What a fucking idiot. And that's how the match Convicted, dude. Where is your noggin, man? No, wait, Young Death Row is going to go for it. Young Death Row is going to go for it. Pulling the briefcase, Convicted has got to get in there quick. Convicted folds, messes up. Here he goes. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do. Oh my God. You picked the match yourself. How could you pick the match and not know how to do this? Oh my God, I think you told him not to pick it because he doesn't know how to play it. Convicted loses the match. And a match that actually had some stuff going for it, which initially it didn't look like it did, then it did, now it didn't. Young Death Row retains the title. Convicted is not leaving Velocity after that. There were at least 10 mistakes I found, and I am not one of the best in this game, meaning they probably found 20. I'm sorry, and I hate to say it like this. I know it's Easter Sunday, and I'm supposed to be happy. Congrats to Young Death Row. Without question, he did what he needed to do. But Convicted, my God, so many mistakes. And this match, I don't know that he would beat Young Death Row either way because there's no denying Young Death Row is a very skilled superstar on a development brand that he is probably above already. But that is something that after you have been in the league for so long, you just don't do. And so Young Death Row, congrats to him on his very first championship defense in EIF. He retains the Velocity title. Yeah. I mean, the big thing when first off, he was getting, well, the thing is, yeah, and that tells me that he didn't know how to play the game. And the thing that I saw was that I thought, you know, first off, he was getting dominated to start. And then second, I was like, oh my God, Young Death Row rolled out. And the ladder that Young Death Row set up, Convicted is just letting stay there. And if Young Death Row comes in the ring and hits him with that running boot, Young Death Row is going to climb and win. That was what I was thinking. Yeah, yeah, dude. Way to go, Daddy Hung Dong. Again. Yeah. Well, either way, oh yes, okay, well guys, as that match comes to an end, we are getting set for our main event, but first I have to do two things. First thing is ask Assassins, are you still here? Okay, cool, just making sure. All right. Second, it is time for our big announcement, folks. As promised initially after the Prof Jag win over Wicked, now we're doing it a bit more delayed, but Young Death Row defeating Convicted to retain the Velocity title. And by the way, champions are 2-0 since defending titles after Mania. Assassins will be in our main event here tonight, and he'll get a chance to defend his IC title Wednesday at EIF-ED. And our next topic is ED related. Breaking news announcement here tonight. And that is that we have something added to the Vengeance card for Sunday, April 15th, but it is not a match. So, at EIF's 12th Annual Vengeance, Sunday, April 15th, we will release and announce live on pay-per-view the Sweet 16 for the EIF's 7th Annual Battle for Glory All-Stars Tournament. The BFG is coming back. It is second to only WrestleMania in terms of the hype and the excitement. And guys, this bracket may be more unpredictable than ever before because, yes, you have the main guys that you think of now, the NBCs, the Untamed Legends, the Jumper Magnums, perhaps even the Midnights. But don't forget some of the guys we have seen over the last couple of months that have been in and out returning. The Hybrids, the Ratlux, EBAMs. Don't forget some of the new guys that have been doing really well. Young Death Row, perhaps Convicted, K-Heart, Assassins. There are so many people that could be in this tournament. And this year, if you guys have never seen the BFG before, we are talking about the 16. This is not a paid tournament. This is not an open invite tournament. This is who are the top 16 skilled superstars ranked 1 to 16. And if you're on the outside, you're not a part of it. But guys, NBC Master is the defending BFG champion. He looks to do what only one superstar has done before, and that is repeat. And that was Brutality, who actually three-peated in 12, 13, and 14. And since then, in the last, since Brutality won his 3rd consecutive tournament back in 2014, every tournament following the 3 following tournaments, the tournament champion from the year prior has not made it out of the first round. So that is some interesting stats, and considering NBC did not make it out of the first round of the ED Open Invite Tournament, which is also the 16-seed format at WrestleMania, it is completely possible that he will fall. But again, guys, we will announce 1 through 16 at EIF's 12th Annual Vengeance, which makes this pay-per-view even so much more watchable. And we have 3 superstars coming up next in our main event that could easily make the tournament. They are NBC Master, Prismatic Nebula, and the Intercontinental Champion Assassins. Triple threat main event here tonight. Well, I mean, you're definitely not in the BFG, Savage, if that's what you're asking. I can confirm that. Well, dude, no, that's... you weren't going to get booked that day. it's, oh, thank God. Yeah, I know. I would never want to be a part of an EIF league either. I'd rather be a part of a shitty league. I get it. Anyway, all right. All right, the match is up, and here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to do you guys one better. Let's go ahead and make this triple threat match 1, fair to Tripod, and 2, a preview of what's to maybe come at Vengeance. This will be an elimination match. I know you wouldn't be able to probably win without this, so. Now, the only difference, submission's on, definitely. Anyway, the only thing we will say that is different is in this match, disqualification is on. When we get to our triple threat elimination match at Vengeance, DQ will not be a factor. 2 champions in this match, and Tripod, who could be one. In 2 weeks from now, Tripod could be bringing in his 2nd EIF World Championship reign. And Vengeance has been... And Tripod, if I'm correct, I feel like you might have said this before. I feel like Vengeance has been pretty kind to you. Never mind. Very good. By the way, guys, this is our main event here tonight on the Easter Sunday edition of EIF Superstardom. Don't forget at the end of the show to stay tuned if you have not listened before and this is your first time watching the EIF Network, our signature outro, which will inform you of all the ways to continue following EIF following tonight's show. And also a big thanks to all of the superstars that competed tonight. I know there were several guys that were not able to get matches. A big apologies to you and, of course, everybody watching here on this Easter Sunday. One exciting main event. NBC Master, the Superstardom champion. Assassins, the Intercontinental champion. Tripod, who's just coming off a WrestleMania main event. Triple threat elimination. Ding, ding, ding. And Assassins gets freight trained by NBC to start. Then he delivers the same to Tripod. Assassins and NBC in the same match. Oh, these guys love getting in the crosshairs of one another. And it could happen at the BFG. We could realistically see 2 of the 3 guys in this match be an opening round draw. Tripod striking away NBC with the left hand of his own. And now the IC champ comes in. Young Death Row retaining his title. Earlier today, we mentioned that Young Death Row will not be defending his championship at Vengeance. Unclear as to whether he'll make the card yet or not. Yeah, we've announced that like a week ago. Anyway, also Assassins will not be defending there either, but he will be defending this Wednesday, so we do encourage you guys to tune in 5 to 7 for EIF ED. This week's ED will mark episode number 361. Whatever, a bunch of fucking dorks. Anyway. Oh my god, we're getting spammed with numbers. Like, this guy is so fucking tough. Anyway. Tripod hit with an uppercut by Assassins, who looks for a dropkick and muffs on it. Here comes NBC looking at at Tripod. He is able to mid-move NBC. He will roll out wisely, and Tripod is going to have to follow. Yeah, it's going to have to be right after, dude, because I'm going to be... Oh, never mind. Anyway. Elbow across the bridge of the nose to NBC. And this match, in terms of what's happening right now, folks, this is the same thing that you could see happen and what will be legal at Vengeance. That is that the pinfall or submission, they'll have to take place in the ring. So a lot of different factors than what we saw from NBC's title defense against Deadly and blah blah at WrestleMania 11, because it was one based on pin and submission, and it was around the ring, around the circumference of the ring. It could have happened anywhere, and it did. In fact, a lot of our falls were outside the ring in that match. Same goes for our falls and submissions. Big powerbomb delivered to Tripod. NBC reverses Assassins. Big clothesline. Looks like nobody's got green left. Assassins with a stomp. Knee to the back. Tripod awaits Assassins. For all 3 of these guys, it's about building momentum, especially for Tripod and NBC, both involved in World Championship matches come Vengeance. I want to specify again with Assassins what I said about Young Death Row moments ago. They are not required, and they will not be scheduled to defend their titles at Vengeance. That does not mean they will not be booked. They could very well end up having a match there. And NBC with a nice shoulder tackle to the back of Tripod. He tries to get Assassins with it. Assassins and NBC backpedal. Clothesline misses. Assassins goes for the strike, goes for the grapple. NBC goes for the grapple. Assassins gets him. F-break. And then Tripod gets clothesline down. Stomp to Tripod connects. Knee to the back. The EIF 2018 Royal Rumble winner and a 2-time Royal Rumble winner. Second person in EIF history to accomplish that. Yeah, dude, we're saying all this and then you're going to lose it and flip out. Also, by the way, and this is kind of a selfish plug, anybody that is watching that is a part of our Rocket League Championship teams, please be on right after. We are expected to get that series tonight. NBC with a stomp on the back of Tripod. And in case you're just now tuning in, folks, this Easter Sunday edition of Superstardom did begin a few minutes late, and it started out with Tyron Hunt defeating Big Steph once we got everything going. Tyron Hunt with a non-title win over the U.S. champion Big Steph. He hit 3 finishers on Tyron, did Steph, but it just took 1 RKO to send Big Steph to Viperville, and a credible win for Tyron Hunt. Also, we had a triple threat. James and K-Hart both looking to gain ground in Superstardom, but it failed because they were beat by Midnight, an ED guy, and I guess just a momentum win, if anything else, for Midnight. Followed by that, Prof Jag, after retiring Jetstar 8 days ago, he returned to action, defeating Wicked Jr. Prof Jag is seriously making waves and could get consideration in the coming future here for a potential championship run. on the U.S. circuit. And then just before this match, we had our ladder match, Young Death Row and Convicted. A little bit back and forth after Young Death Row dominated at the beginning. Some exciting moments in that ladder match, but ultimately it was the inexperience of Convicted that showed, despite the fact that he is Young Death's senior in terms of EIF experience. And regardless, Young Death Row, 8 days after winning his first EIF championship, makes his first successful defense in this league. Assassins stomping on the face of MBC in this elimination triple threat Easter Sunday Superstardom main event. Assassins missing MBC. Today marks 52 days since Assassins won the EIF Intercontinental Championship. You have to go back to February 11th, so he is chasing 2 months. 3 months on the dot is the longest reign, and Assassins, you can't necessarily say he's within striking distance just yet, but put it this way, if he wins Wednesday, his reign is going to get to 2 months by the time he makes his next defense. And then if he wins there on his following defense, so he has to get past this one and another one, and then I'd say he is within striking distance of becoming EIF's longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in history. NBC on the outside here. Elimination has to be in the ring, can be by pinfall or submission. Tripod with a nice little arm bar locked in. Smart move to take his time. He'll run away from NBC, then run back into him. Neither of these guys eliminate NBC. That's big. Although Tripod and Assassins both ED guys, so the Superstardom champion with the advantage here in our main event. And NBC will walk around on the outside. Knows all about the multi-mans. NBC has been a part of them a lot in his career. He's also had a ton of one-on-ones, and he is very successful, super successful, I think, at one-on-ones, and he does a pretty good job on both. And Assassin's running away from NBC. Then NBC gets him, and it's mid-moved. And Assassins drops him down. Now you hear communication between the guys, and I think Tripod is signaling for Assassins to throw NBC in the ring. They're going to try and eliminate the champion. Assassins feeds him to the dogs. Tripod needs to hurry. And there it is. Stole the finisher. Tripod, this is an elimination match Assassins can watch. NBC might get pinned. And we could be down to 2. 1, 2. And NBC gets pinned. NBC is eliminated. That is a disappointing finish for him. And a surprising one, too. And so now Tripod, well, he is sort of in the doghouse, though. Assassins has the upper hand for now. Elbow. Tripod will head to the outside and try to get some time. And Assassins with some taunt, some bravado being shown from Assassins. And Tripod with the taunt. So NBC not defending his title in this match, but one would think if that's a preview, and there was communication, I know you guys couldn't hear on the Mixer chat or Twitch, but there was communication because when Assassins made that mid-move, Tripod was barking at Assassins as you see the Superstardom champion far side of your screen, making his way up the ramp. He is gone. Anyway, Tripod was barking orders at Assassin, get him in the ring, I'm going to hit a finisher, right? And you know what? That is exactly what happened, and you can see the same kind of chemistry, if they choose to, between Deadly and Blah Blah, and that could lead to NBC getting eliminated. Maybe get the champ out first, guarantee a new champion. Meanwhile, in this non-title match, Assassin's looking to guarantee that a champion wins the contest. He's got a 4-1 reversal advantage. Tripod is dreaming to get back into this one. And there's the finisher. Skull-crushing finale. Tripod, will he be able to stay in it? Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and Tripod gets pinned. Oh, you knew that was going to happen. Anyway, so it only took one finisher and one from Tripod to Assassin. Assassin just hooked to Carney. Carney wins. Carney wins. Woo! Happy Easter, motherfucker. Anyway, just kidding. I didn't really win. Anyway, so it's a domino effect. Assassins helps Tripod eliminate NBC, and that was just because Tripod simply fell into the hands of Assassins. He picks up the pieces, and the IC champion continues to be red hot. 3-0 since WrestleMania has ended. He had 2 green bars last week. He survives 2 big superstars to kick off this week. And on Wednesday night, just 3 short evenings away, it will be Assassins making his first IC title defense since his 3 Stages of Hell at WrestleMania 11. He is one of the most exciting and promising young superstars in this EIF roster, but there are a lot of them, and of course our veterans holding ground also. By the way, that does it then for tonight. We're actually ending our show a little earlier, so we started a couple minutes late, ending a couple minutes early, but that's okay. You guys get to have off a couple minutes earlier and enjoy the rest of your Easter. And once again, if you were not here at the beginning of the show, a happy Easter to all of you and your families and those who celebrate it. Happy April Fool's Day if you don't celebrate anything else. At least crack a joke or two today. We get a lot of jokesters in our Mixer chat, and of course they think it's hilarious when in reality, a lot of things they say are totally inappropriate and they should never compete in the IF again, but we're dumb enough to let them. So anyway, if you liked what you saw and this is your first time watching, make sure you follow us here on Twitch and Mixer. It's twitch.tv/EIF Network or mixer.com/EIF_network. If you were watching on one of those, please go ahead and follow on that as well as the other. The more followers, the merrier. And Twitch, we have experiences that are different for you than Mixer, a little bit more cinematic on Twitch, so take advantage of that. Don't forget to follow us on the EIF Network's Twitter. That's at EIF Network for latest breaking news, updates, and more. Also, our pinned tweet every week is our show schedule, so take advantage of that. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, EIF Archive. We're getting some past shows on there. I don't know if we've got WrestleMania up there yet, but that is a work in progress. Okay, great. I will work on that. I know there's a lot of interest there, and I've had a lot of people asking me about that, which I'm very excited about. I'm glad that the EIF Archive is getting some leeway on YouTube, and while we don't have WrestleMania up there yet, we have a sea of other pay-per-views to check out, including last year's Vengeance. That is available now. Go to EIF ARCHIVE on YouTube. Last but not least, for any other inquiries, roll over to the home of Extreme International Fighting. It's leaguelineup.com/EIF Lives, our official website. And so that does it. That is it for the Superstardom Easter Sunday edition. This was SS number 376. Our next show is ED 361. Wednesday, 5 to 7. And then, of course, we have Hellosity later on that night. The road to WrestleMania is done, but the road to vengeance continues. From all of us at Extreme International Fighting, once again, happy Easter to you and your families. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks to all the superstars for competing. Thanks to James Arkoffel for doing all the video work tonight. This is Carney signing off. We'll see you next time here on the EIF Network on Mixer and Twitch. Good night, everyone.